This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and let's get right into the news. I hope you guys are doing well today. Let's get into Drake and Irv Gotti. Irv Gotti does an interview with The Breakfast Club, okay? And when he's on The Breakfast Club, it's almost like he's cloud chasing on here. He's looking for attention, okay? He questions if Drake has a masterpiece album. Now, Drake is arguably one of the best artists we've ever seen. Not in terms of lyrics, in terms of his run and just people gravitating towards him. Of course, there's way better artists, okay, talking about lyrics and messages and everything, but Drake has just had a great run, okay? We haven't seen a run like this ever for this long, okay? But then Irv Gotti says, which makes me think, maybe he's lost touch with things, because I think he's closer with Travis Scott than he is with Drake, and he says Travis Scott is incredible. Now, Travis Scott makes great music, and he has impact records just like Drake has impact records, meaning like they're there for the moment, they're great, but did they last the test of time? Not really, okay? Same with Drake, okay? He made great albums, but impact is hard. Impact is difficult, okay? Like a Tupac, Biggie, would I put 50 Cent there? I don't know. It's like, I'd have to really think about that, so I'm not going to sit down and really solidify, like, yes, it's impact, but Lil Wayne made an impact. People make impact, it's like, it's different. Now, Drake, we've probably yet to see it. Has Drake inspired a whole generation? I'd say that was impact. In a sense, right? Changed music. But anyways, he said, you don't see or hear from the young generation albums, impactful albums. You feel impact singles. I must say Drake, who I love. Drake, I love you. That's what he says. Drake, I love you. I love you. Love you. Murder Inc. That's my guy Irv. Yo, that's me. I love you. I love your music. But would you say Drake has delivered an album to that stature? Which I know he can, but I don't know collectively put the energy. Said, I'm going to deliver a masterpiece. Does Drizzy have a masterpiece? Does Irv Gotti have a masterpiece? No. Does Ja Rule have a masterpiece? No. Okay? None of his artists do. So what is he talking about? Okay? He had impact records. The only person I give it to is Travis Scott. The last album that Brian McKnight or whatever, when I put that album in, I was like, yo, this guy. When I heard when I heard he produces and everything, I was like, he's incredible. Of course he is. If you're producing and everything, you're super talented. You're controlling the whole situation. But that doesn't mean it's a masterpiece. He said, I feel like he's the only artist that's a young generational artist where I feel he puts so much thought and energy into his production. Most of these artist guys, they get a beat off the internet. It's a 2 mixed and Envy don't even mix it. Da 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 da. All right. Well, Irv Gotti is kind of mistaken because Drake definitely has. Let's see. Drake's. I would argue that Drake's first mixtape was an impact. Okay, and you can argue on that, but before he dropped his first album, the mixtape he dropped was definitely impact. Everything was hot on it. The whole industry paid attention to it. It was a big deal. I could say his first. I would say his second album had more of an impact than his first album to me. I can't even get to that first album. My computer's running slow. Okay, so Before Thank Me Later, So Far Gone. Big deal. It was a big deal, 18 songs. And arguably, most of them, you'd play it right through. Then he dropped Thank Me Later. Then I would say Take Care was a great body of work. And then he followed up with Nothing Was the Same. Great body of work. I mean, come on, man. I'm sorry. Irv Gotti, you're tripping. Okay? You're tripping, buddy. I'm sorry. He can say whatever he wants. I don't care what Irv Gotti did or whatever. He's tripping, bro. Let's get on to the next topic. Okay, so we got August Alsina and Jada Pinkett. She's broken her silence on Twitter now. She says there's some healing that needs to happen. So I'm bringing myself to the red table. Someone photoshopped a picture of her sitting at the red table. Meek Mill, I don't believe this for a second, okay? As much as we can disagree with Meek and what he says on Twitter and everything, he writes his own stuff, okay? That's for sure. For sure, okay? But someone's claiming that they have access to songwriter files that helped himself to 100 Summers and Cold Hearted 2. And he took them. And he's entitled to $300,000. That's what he says. I don't believe this for a second. I don't think Meek Mill is having somebody else or taking somebody else's lyrics. Could he have taken the beat? Probably. And I think that's what it really will boil down to. That this other guy thought he had the beat, those two beats, and Meek Mill got them. But beat CDs go out every day and people have access to them. Until you buy it, it's not yours. Then we got DMX and Swiss Beats hitting the studio again, and Swiss Beats belongs in the studio, okay? We don't want to see him versus. We don't want to see you on your little radio show. Diss a Drake and everybody off the wine. Swiss Beats. And Swiss Beats isn't the best producer in the world, but when it comes to DMX, that's Swiss Beats, okay? DMX and Swiss Beats make great music together, I think. No, they do, but it's just the only person that can get DMX to really go is Swiss Beats. Even though the past couple years he keeps teasing us with DMX stuff, and I don't know, but you know, those guys are like brothers, so it's the best place for DMX to be is in studio with Swiss Beats. Then we got albums dropping. So Popsmoke dropped his album, and Lil Wayne dropped an album. So I have to completely check this out. I breezed through on Pop Smoke's album. You can tell it was put together afterwards, but it's good. And Lil Wayne FWA. It's like he's dropping music for you. I mean, are you going to complain? You don't have to pay for it. You just go to the streaming service and go to it. Pick what you like, man. You know, I'm not going to judge the whole project. I breezed through it. I'm sure I'll find some things I like. But this is where we live now. This is he dropped this for the fans. So he didn't drop an album. This is a mixtape. Pop Smoke, this is what you're going to get with this. I mean, he's not here, you know? So be lucky you got this. And 50 Cent put it together. 50 Cent also dissed he dissed Pop Smoke's manager, probably to get, you know, some attention on the album. What did he say? He said, if Steven would have just stayed out the way, I wouldn't have to do all this. I would do something to his face right now. 1 to 10. I don't know what he's talking about, but anyways, 50 Cent knows how to market. So, anyways, guys, I appreciate you guys, and I hope you guys have a great day. I'm not gonna get too deep on this one. I'm just gonna tell you this: you matter. You're capable of doing whatever you want. Things aren't gonna come overnight. Things are gonna feel like they're spiraling out of control sometimes, but you got to get into a good routine to overcome that. You gotta wake up, eat your good breakfast, put good food in your body, take some time to yourself to think, work out, put good things in your mind, read good things, and you gotta like start a project of some kind. You gotta keep trying. You gotta start things, because you know what? It's not gonna happen if you just sit around and do nothing. Do things that might not even pan out to be anything. Just do everything. Something will work, and something, as your mind works and you figure things out and you tackle problems and everything, things will start to fall into place, as weird as it is. Okay? Don't let anybody tell you that you can't do something. You can do anything you want, because guess what? It's your life, and you're gonna fail at it. And if you fail at it, it's up to you to get up again and try again, you know? It's not over. It's not over until you completely give up. It could be the craziest thing in the world, okay? I'm sure Amazon was a crazy thing. I'm sure, you know, video games was crazy. The computer was a crazy concept at one time. Everything has been crazy at one time. Until it works, then you're a genius. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys, and I'll check you guys in the next one. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Peace.